All right, let's settle this once and for all. Ethereum versus Solana. The internet says one of these will definitely win by 2026. Crypto Twitter says the other one's already dead. And my DMs say I'm wrong no matter what I say. So today, instead of max hopium or rage bait, we're going to do something radical. Completely radical. Get ready, strap in. Radical. We're going to look at reality. Because, spoiler alert, there probably isn't a clear winner. Ethereum and Solana are both smart contract platforms. Both run DeFi. Both run NFTs. Yes, still, people are still buying funny cat emojis and sending them to their grandma. Both claim to be the future of finance. And both have communities that will show up in your comment section like if it's a UFC title bout. So let's break this down the Ledger Prime way. We're going to talk about tech, adoption, risk, and what actually matters in 2026. No tribalism, no blind loyalty, okay? No fake energy. So are we ready for this? Let's go. And we're going to start with Ethereum. Ethereum is the boomer blue chip of crypto. It's slow, it's expensive, and it breaks your heart every time the gas fees spike. And yet, Ethereum still owns the largest DeFi ecosystem out there. It has by far the most developer. I mean, thousands and thousands of developers are working on Ethereum. The most institutional trust. Okay, a lot of the big major players, JP Morgan has stuff on Ethereum. BlackRock uses Ethereum. Tom Lee has hundreds of millions of dollars of his company Bitmine in Ethereum. It has the most institutional trust, hands down. And that matters when we're talking about price. But it has the deepest liquidity on chain. And layer twos, these layer twos we talk about, we have a lot of videos on the layer twos. Arbitrum, Optimism, and Base are basically doing the heavy lifting for Ethereum right now. Ethereum itself has quietly become the settlement layer. And is that exciting? No. No. But money's not made through excitement. It's made in the boring trenches. The boring coins make money. Right? So it's not exciting. But is it effective? Annoyingly, yes. Very effective. Ethereum is very effective. And by 2026, Ethereum probably isn't going to be flashy all of a sudden, but it will still be the chain that institutions feel is the safest to build on. And we're talking stablecoins and DeFi apps for sure. And in crypto, along with stocks, like look at Buffett. In crypto as well, boring tends to win. But let's jump over to Solana. And guys, this is not financial advice. And full disclosure, I am in Ethereum and I'm in Solana. Not quite equal weight, but close. So let's talk Solana. Solana is the exact opposite of Ethereum. Fast, cheap, smooth UX. You know what they say? Smooth, what is it? Smooth is slow. No, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's what it is. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast, right? And Solana is smooth, baby. You click a button in the transaction, I mean, it kind of just works. Especially with Fire Dancer. Fast. No gas calculators. No pending for 45 seconds while you question your life choices. Solana is dominating a few industries. Retail activity, on-chain trading, NFTs that people actually use, and consumer apps that don't feel like websites from 2017. Yeah, we know Solana's had outages. Everyone's made the jokes. But the uncomfortable truth is now this. Solana didn't die. It shipped. And now, with the Fire Dancer release, it can process almost 1 million transactions per second. By 2026, Solana is probably going to be the chain where normal people interact with crypto without knowing they're interacting with crypto. And that matters more than Twitter wants to admit. So here's the part that nobody's really going to like to hear. Ethereum doesn't need to beat Solana. and Solana doesn't need to kill Ethereum. This is not MySpace versus Facebook, if you're old enough to know what MySpace is all about. Okay? It's more like these two can coexist and they can be synergistic to each other. Ethereum is the global settlement in institutional rails. Solana is gearing up to be the high speed consumer execution layer. They have different strengths, different users, different risk profiles. And if crypto adoption actually grows, there's more than enough room for both. And there's more than enough room for both to just blossom and excel and make money if you're invested in them. And if crypto doesn't grow, well, none of this matters anyway, right? So by 2026, here's what we're likely going to see. Ethereum will likely benefit from ETFs, staking yield, and traditional finance integrations. Solana is going to benefit from retail volume, apps, and on-chain velocity. So Ethereum to me feels like a long-term infrastructure bet. Solana feels like a growth bet with higher upside, however, also has some higher risk. So which one's going to win? Depends on what kind of market we're in. And anyone telling you there's a guaranteed winner is selling you something you don't want to buy. So Ethereum versus Solana. No clear winner. Boom, no knockout punch, right? Just two chains solving different problems in different ways. And honestly, that is probably healthier for crypto than one chain ruling them all. So let me know in the comments. Are you on Team Ethereum or Team Solana? Or are you just here for the volatility and daily trading of crypto? Guys, I will see you in the next one.